Hi there, it's Lynn, and I just wanted to do a message for New Year and for this upcoming year of 2025. And it's been, for me, a tumultuous year of change, rapid change, and shedding of old layers that were not serving me for my highest good and taking me out of energies and vibrations that were not a match for who I am right now and who I'm becoming. And I know that next year, 2025, is the year of the water snake in Chinese astrology. And very much, it's a 9 year as well, I believe, which is endings and completions in numerology. So we have got big indicators that we are in for massive change, change that has to come to enable you to step up into your true authenticity and who you are on a soul level. Now, this can be very painful depending on what situation you're in. My own experience. And sometimes we actually don't want change, do we? We're too frightened of change, and our ego selves and our coping mechanisms that we've had for all the years that we have been in this body, in this incarnation, in this reality that we're living. We adopt roles, don't we? Various roles of being a mother, uh, a wife, a daughter, a carer, the people pleaser, uh, all these different sort of roles and archetypes that we take on, and also the roles that we take on that sort of are safety zones for us, and the behaviors and the patterns and the cycles that we have adopted to cope in this environment. Because I'm talking to starseeds and light workers, and we're all in this environment, and we find it very harsh, don't we? And we find it very it's sort of like raw and intense, and we know that the world, or we know that the divine blueprint for humanity is not what's being lived right now or experienced. The blueprint of paradise, the blueprint of an angelic human being living an amazing life, with all of the qualities of source within them and the creator energy within them. I mean, human, God man, that's what it means, human. It's sort of such a shock to our system when we incarnate here and suddenly we're back in these lower vibrational realms. We're here having an experience, we're having a human experience, but we are divine. And, I've always been very honest about my journey and what it's been like, which is not a pretty picture. I've had lots of beautiful times, lots of beautiful experiences, and I wouldn't swap that for the world. But ascension requires us to burn away the layers of ego. It requires us to complete our ascension timeline in all stations of identity, and to wrap up and mop up everything that we need to be able to return back to the creator energy in soul form, for our next part of our journey. So the phoenix very much is a big thing for me at the moment, the phoenix energy, and very much in my work that I do, we bring the white flame of ascension phoenix in, and it's a symbol of transmutation and purification. And I received that myself with the White Phoenix in the Temple of the White Flame in 2021. I think I'm trying to remember. And at the time, I was told it was very, very powerful. And was I ready to undergo that transformation? Of course, without a hesitancy, I said, yes, I am ready. And my God, have I gone through it? The Phoenix energy is all about rising from the ashes of the old self, of the old life, and stepping into a new chapter, stepping into a clearer and a purer and more authentic version of yourself. That's what we're going through right now with the purification that is happening. And it's intense and it's painful and it's raw at times. And other times we're in huge, amazing experiences and beautiful spaces of love and sharing and empathy and kindness and being with others that we know are going through what we are too. So 2025, I do really feel, is preparing us for the revelations and disclosure that's going to come to humanity in 2026 and 2027 and 2028. And those years are going to be intense. They're intense now, so you can imagine what they're going to be like. And we are going to see humanity shocked by what they are shown and what is revealed. And we know we've been talking about this for years now. When is it going to happen? Well, it's going to happen. And it will be an event that really wakes people up, that have maybe no notion that there is anything outside of this planet, or no notion that there are any other dimensions or realities. And suddenly their whole world is going to be turned upside down overnight or within a few weeks. And I do believe that the first and second waves here right now are going through extreme purification, because we need to be in our power. We need to be in our true and authentic avatar selves, because we're going to need to hold space. So I do think it is going to be intense over the next year and 2 years as things start to really hot up. And we are all going through our own flames of healing and transmutation. And the more you hold on to something that is not serving you for your highest good, the more it will get difficult and more intense. That's a hard one. That's a hard one, because our subconscious fears and our subconscious identities actually quite often run the show. And really, we do things that we know are not good for us, whether it's putting bad food in, you drink too much alcohol, you smoke too much, you gossip too much, whatever it is. We all know some of our traits, don't we, of what we've got. And I just know that it's going to get more intense as we are asked to step up and clear these limitations. It's not about being a goody-goody two-shoes or being like white robes on top of a mountain and you don't see anybody and you meditate for 20 hours a day. We're past the age of the guru. We're past the age of the master, in the fact that we worship a master and we do everything they tell us to do. We are our own masters, but how much of your inner mastery is activated right now? How much is being run by the subconscious? I have been looking at myself and my subconscious beliefs and subconscious behaviors and patterns, and it's shocking that I wasn't even aware of some of the things that I was thinking or doing. What's interesting is, as they come up to be witnessed, It's like we sit on a platform and we witness it, don't we? And then we think, God, why did I say that? Or why did I do that? Or why did this turn up again? Whereas actually it's your subconscious patterns coming up to the surface to be healed and released and transmuted. So I think for 2025, what can I say to you about the themes of 2025? Again, as I've just repeated, purification, transmutation, looking at yourself from an observer viewpoint, not giving yourself endless negative self chatter and talk, writing love letters to yourself. Elizabeth Gilbert, is it? I think her name is. She does those beautiful love letters to self, and I've started doing them. And I have done that before. I've done it a few years back, and I've started that daily practice again. And it's wonderful to hear the words of my inner self talking to me in loving ways, in complimentary ways, in ways that I don't really talk to myself normally. I'm a Virgo as well, a bit of a perfectionist, want everything right and done in the right order and correct way. And I've had to let that go this year because I just had no routine, no structure, no ability to put anything in its place or to have anything organized. It was a chaotic year, but in a way, a good year to shake me out of my complacency and to shake me out of my old patterns and cycles. So, where are you stuck in a pattern or a cycle? Where are you limiting and restricting yourself? It's about making choices from the heart now, about making choices that light you up and you feel lit up and you feel excited and enthusiastic and you want to get on and do it. Anything that dulls your sparkle, anything that dims your light, anything that takes you down in confidence and support and love is not for you anymore. And that might mean a job, that might mean who you live with, that may mean who you hang around with. But all of those energies are not for you now. That is not the vibration that we are running, coming into in our avatar selves. It's all about self-love. It's all about awakening the creator within, which sits in your heart space. Your heart leads the way, and very much it does lead the way. Your heart will tell you when something is flat as a pancake, and it will tell you when something is feeling amazing. The feeling amazing energy is soul talking to you. Soul saying, do this, follow this, do this. Everything that lights your heart up, that, as I say, illuminates you and makes you shine even brighter than you do already. Anybody that dulls your sparkle, anybody that speaks down to you, anybody that wants you to stay small and insignificant is not for you. Whether you walk away from them permanently or whether you limit your time with them. Yeah. Those are, like really important things to remember. And we get stuck in our family situations. We get stuck in our toxic family agendas and dynamics. Just over Christmas, you're spending time maybe with a sister who doesn't like you very much or always is having a pop at you. And suddenly you're feeling good, you turn up, and then you just had this all day. Yeah. It's learning, how to shield up, let them bounce off you, and also knowing when to actually take action. depends on how toxic it is. It depends on whether it's absolutely affecting your vibration. You know, people talking down to you, telling you you can't do something or you're not good enough, or stop looking above your station or your what you're capable of. That's a good one. Yeah. And that very much keeps us stuck out of embodiment, actually. And this is something that I've been working on for a year or so. And very much that has really come to the fore for me in the last 12 to 24 months, is that we can actually block embodiment of our I am presence avatar self and the codes and the keys that we carry. We can block that embodiment, like reaching up and bringing that down into our physical reality and into our energy field and body, by hanging around with those energies. No one can stop you from ascending. I'm not saying that. But if you continually hold yourself in an energy of lack and of non-self love and of judgment and criticism, and living or spending time with people that are not of your vibration and mindset, you can imagine what happens to you, because you're constantly in their field. Yeah, they can be being illuminated by your field and your energy. But I mean, it's funny that saying, birds of a feather flock together. And you know, you want to attract like-minded and people of equal vibration or above, coming to work with you, coming to spend time with you, you spending time with them, as you all uplift and amplify each other. So that is my message, my New Year's message. Do not compromise. Do not compromise on the life that you are so hard working for, because I know you are, and for the journey that you're on, trying to make this world a better place, being an amazing healer, spiritual teacher, way shower, activator, whatever you are. Yeah. Don't compromise that pathway for others that don't understand or get who you are. Yeah, we do have to see those people. I understand. But do you really need to see those people? Keep your distance. If you have to, keep your distance and see the change and shift in you. So I'm wishing you all an amazing new year. I wish for you all that you wish for yourself and more. That you have abundance, prosperity, you have a like-minded community and like-minded souls around you, that you feel loved, supported and protected, and that you release what stands in the way of your true happiness and your true soul alignment with what you came here to be and do. And lastly, something that I've really started to learn now: happiness is not a destination. Happiness is the journey. And for those of us that have suffered trauma and have trauma still in our energetic body, we can find that extremely difficult to live in the moment and present moment, because we're always searching for the escape route. We're always searching for that nirvana and paradise that we think we're going to get one day. Whereas actually, happiness is right now. Today, me making this video, being in my new home by myself, being able to settle and anchor now, that is happiness. And that is gratitude and happiness for having that manifest and come into my reality. So I'm happy and I'm grateful, and that is happiness. So I am happy today. And, you know, it's making that choice to be happy, even with the worst circumstances that you can imagine being thrown at you. And I've had a good share of that in the last few years. We all have our own journeys. We all have our own issues. We all have our own problems, don't we? And we all have had things, and we're going through things that are terrible. And you never know what people are going through behind closed doors. You don't, you know, they might put on a happy front on social media, on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, but behind the scenes, there's something completely different going on. Yeah. And, you know, you don't have to make masses of New Year's resolutions. They don't work anyway. And then you end up feeling like you failed. Intentions. Set some New Year's intentions. I always do New Year's intentions on New Year's Eve, and I'm spending it with my son and his partner today, which will be lovely. And we will do our New Year's intentions as we normally do. And then we set the scene for the year. It's really interesting. I need to go and look at my intentions from December 2023, which I've still got on my phone somewhere. I've not even looked at them. It'll be interesting to look at them later and see what I had on there. So, New Year's intentions, things that you want to experience in 2025, experiences that you want to attract, things that you want to achieve in divine timing, but also being ready to take action to make and create those things that you want to experience and to bring out into the world. And as I say, I'm sending you all my love, and I'm wishing for you that you have an amazing 2025. I'm hoping I have an amazing 2025. I'm definitely going to feel that it's going to be a lot more settled and a lot more fun than it was in 2024, but it had to happen. It was happening for me, not to me. Anything that goes on right now with you that's painful, raw, a situation out of your control that you have to deal with, whatever it is, it's happening for you, not to you. It's showing you something. And, you know, my intentions was always about freedom. Freedom's a big word for me, and an important word for me. And I know I had intentions for freedom. Boom, I've got my freedom. So it's we will see what 2025 brings, and I'm sending you all my love, and I am open now for mentoring for 2025. I have 3 spaces available from January, because I could take about 5 at one time. So I have 3 spaces for mentoring, and I am doing 5-session mentoring packages right now. I'm not doing any more than that. So 5 sessions, and you can take them 2 weeks apart, 3 weeks apart, so that we can deal with integration and recalibration in between the sessions. And I also take you through light body activation, and we clear huge amounts of soul baggage. We clear the emotional body as well, which is a multidimensional thing, actually, which quite links on to your ancestral trauma and what's running in your epigenetics in your DNA. So that's a recent development that has really taken off. I've had some amazing results. And in fact, during December, when I was doing those sessions for the emotional quantum body, I saw 5, 6, 7 times that there was an actual direct embodiment of higher codes. Immediately we cleared the emotional body, and we opened up a platform for avatar self to bring forwards a series of upgrades immediately to the light body and emotional body, all the bodies, all 4 bodies at once. And I've had people since then messaging me and saying how their their ability to see has changed. They're seeing in a much more sort of detailed way. The psychic sight and vision has increased. I mean, it's fab. Uh, we've picked up curses and hexes running down the family line, which are related to the sharing of your soul gifts and abilities. Yeah, and we've picked it up and taken it and wiped it out from you and all of your generations back. And I mean, I could just go on. It's amazing. So I'm so excited for 2025. And if you feel you need to work with me to clear something that you need to clear that is standing in the way of further embodiment, and you really starting to use your gifts and abilities in a much more profound way, I'm here for you. All right. Ask for a sign. And if you feel guided, come and message me. I'd love to work with you. All right. So sending you all my love and thanking you so much for supporting me this year and following my channel and following my work. Everybody that subscribed to my website, everybody subscribed to this channel. And I do have a surprise coming in January. I've got something good coming in January that will help and aid even more. So sending you all my love and thank you for listening, and bye.